Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But I promise you, we're going to give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate. And let's pull the pin already.
Awesome.
Already hungry, huh? Already hungry.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get that finished by the time the intro popped up. Got to get my pre-show energy up.
Oh, man.
My cold brew. All right, so welcome back, Nate.
Glad to be here.
Just say hello to Christine and Johnny. I don't know. Those guys don't talk. I mean, well, I did notice Johnny. Johnny, I'm on to you, Johnny. I'm watching. You're moving over to Rumble a little bit more, and I appreciate that. And thanks for all your feedback too and your suggestions. I think we did take some of your headlines somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, this is our War Room episode. I was going to tell you too, I think I'm just going to go again back to the simple branding too. I don't even like saying the War Room thing. It's getting kind of whatever. Welcome to another episode. We're going to do some headlines in this episode. The branding doesn't work. And there are too many shows out there called War Room. I didn't realize. I mean, obviously, I should have known that when we started this, that would be a common thing.
Well, we should get it for copyright infringement because we started it first.
Yeah, I don't think so, dude.
Oh. All right. I'm waiting for our lawsuit to come in the mail then.
Yeah, they're going to sue us for why? They're going to take my camera?
For calling it War Room.
Here's my webcam. It's all I got. Anyways, we'll pull some headlines up. We'll talk about from our perspective as veterans. And why is our perspective important, Nate?
We're just average veterans. We've been in the world and we know everything.
Yeah. And that matters because we've never been fact-checked, right? Legally?
That's right.
Or accurately, or factually.
By anybody that matters.
Or by anybody we'll accept.
Or that too.
We get to determine what fact checks are legitimate.
They never provided us evidence that our facts were not facts. So
right. So, all right, let's get into this. Let's get some headlines because I'm sure that's what everybody tunes in for, not to listen to our nonsense. But that goes to the headlines too. So, Senate Democrats reject amendments to reinstate unvaccinated military members.
So people that got kicked out in the past, say gay and lesbians got kicked out in the past because you couldn't be gay and lesbian in the past, or you couldn't talk about it. Can they come back in? Have they been reinstated to come back in or no? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might have been a long time ago though, right?
Yeah, I don't know how long ago that was. But
well, I mean, let's be real. How many people really were kicked out for that?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Because more or less, they probably just kept quiet.
Yeah, they were supposed to.
Well, there's a difference between keeping quiet and them jabbing something in your arm you don't want. Like you could say, "Oh
no." I'm just saying. You talking about reinstating military members. It's something they got kicked out for a reason, just like the unvaxxed got kicked for a reason. That's right. All I was comparing it to.
Well, yeah, I get the comparison. I get it, and that's why I'm trying to rationally think through that because, I want that to be a good argument, but I just don't know if it's similar because this is something they're making you get. Not something they say you can't do.
Well,
they
were making you not say you're gay or lesbian, so they kick you out if you do.
Well, no, they were really not. I don't think they were making you not say. I think they were saying you can't be. So if you can't be something, it's no different, I guess, than if you had to be 18 to join the military, and people were lying about that, faking it, coming in younger years. So when they found out, do they kick you out? You know what I mean?
After you're already 18?
Right after you become 18. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so I get it.
How long ago? Because that was way long ago. You have birth certificates now. There's been nobody that came in probably illegally on age because they got to verify all that crap now. Even back then, years ago.
Sure, and what I'm hearing from you, Nate, is that the government does such a great job of validating and verifying everything that,
of course,
there will be no error there. So I get
not at all.
Yeah, no, I get it. I completely trust our government. Yeah,
but yeah, me too. Duh. I love giving them my money.
So as far as the unvaccinated, though, this is to me is not a social thing like the being gay, whatever in the military where they could. That's a societal thing that maybe our societal views changed, but I still don't think it's changed for me. I still don't think you should be dressing with a whole bunch of men if you're sexually attracted to men. Um, but whatever, I think it's bad for morale, but so is bad, having these young privates strip on top of your villa for money. That's bad too. And yes, that did happen. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of readiness issues that the military needs to address. But the vaccination thing, to me, I think it's sad because now they're admitting that it was
They were
wrong.
wrong.
You
Yeah,
know?
and now you can now people that weren't in the military can come in unvaccinated and it's fine. But the ones that refuse to do it can only come
Yeah,
back in.
and I saw some clown on TV. I don't remember what his name was, but his argument was, disobeying a lawful order. If you can't, there's no discipline if you're disallowing these people to disobey a lawful order. And then, I saw this clown say that stuff, right? And I'm thinking to myself, he's saying this is not a lawful order, and vaccines have never been anything new to the military, right? You know what I'm saying? But I, I guess in one hand, yeah, I get it. Like I get it. Is it a lawful order? I mean, was this a lawful order? You will
I mean,
put
so
this
that
in.
well, that guy's saying that, so he's never broke the speed limit or anything either, right? Because that's a law, so he's never done that, so he should not be able to drive anymore, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I
You
assume
know?
if he got caught, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand what they're saying in lawful order, but the problem is like because you can't have a military where everybody's just running carelessly, doing whatever they want. There has to be a chain of command. There has to be respect. There has to be discipline and order. You know what I mean? There has to be. But I mean, this is not. I mean, this is one of those things where I can say if you can definitively prove that this unvaccinated soldier put this soldier's life at risk, then I could say, okay, charge him for that. You know what I mean? It's like even the gay stuff. See, the military didn't say, you know, just don't say it. If you're gay, just don't say it. You know what I mean? Because if you destroy morale because of it, and let me tell you, man, they were in the army for a long time. I told you I've had cases with the sergeant major and one of our MPs. Yeah. So, but the point I'm saying is, I guess for morale's sake, you need order and discipline. But I don't know, man. I'm a little. I don't know. This one's tough, man. Where you sit on it, Nate? Because I don't know where to go with this.
You know, well, recruitment is struggling so bad right now, and you can't even get people to join right now, but you get people that want to, but because they were unvaccinated at the time, now you don't want to let them come back in, which is pretty stupid.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, it baffles me because is there a comparable? Like even I don't know, man. I think soldiers are treated poorly as it is. I mean, we're just pawns, dude. I mean, most of us. Let's be real. You know, I'm going to bring up that thing we talked about. We didn't get to talk about, but I want to do that interview with Vivek Ramaswamy on the Breakfast Club or whatever those clowns are. That lady in the Air Force is like talking like how many people do you know really that joined the military because they wanted to defend their country and die for the sake of freedom, and like how many people do you know that really did that?
Probably not very many.
Right. And yeah, there
They
aren't very
either use
many.
it as a stepping stone for a civilian job, or they use it for the education, or
Or they use it to get away from something, or they had a troubled
yeah,
life and that was their
yeah.
only path. Like, that was most of the people that went in there. So, you know, it was easy to treat us bad because it was better than what we had. Or they gave us a reason to justify being treated like, pin cushions with the vaccines and all that stuff. Because, I mean, think about it. Like, if we're going into Africa where there's a lot of diseases, right? Well, we may never even come in contact with people. Why would we need to be vaccinated to the max? Like, what are we, the
Just in
mosquitoes?
case. Just in case.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think this is just garbage. I think this thing turned political
Oh,
where it should have
think
never
it?
been
You think
mandatory.
it did?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to compare it to other vaccines because we've been stuck with a whole bunch of needles, stuff that may be affecting me today. A lot of my issues could be from these vaccines I got. I don't know. Is anybody going to do the research and tell me? No.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to sit here and make excuses or reasons why this stuff's happening. But so I don't know. Anyway, we beat this one enough. I think it's silly. You're absolutely right. Recruiting sucks right now, so they need to, let go of this one and get back on So, all right, let's move to the next one. This is the first one, right? We're way too long on this.
We'll let go of this headline.
Yeah, exactly. Devon Archer, Joe Biden was on speakerphone for over 20 business calls.
Well, one, I don't know who Devon Archer is.
He was the business partner, I guess, for Hunter Biden's business partner or something.
Oh, so is it wrong to be on speakerphone for calls?
No, it's wrong when you say you had nothing to do with your son's businesses that brought in millions of dollars from foreign agents.
Well, that's allowed to say what type of business calls it was.
Oh, but that's what this is all about.
How do you
It's
know?
all about.
Did you read the article?
Well, I didn't have to read the article. I knew the intention of his testimony was all about this whole Hunter Biden,
Gotcha.
But I mean, even this stuff, like, okay, whether you want to believe this guy or not, business partner, he could have a motive, whatever. This stuff doesn't really carry as much weight. It may be supporting evidence, but when you get those bank records, those, what do they call them, SARs, the suspicious activity reports, like when you have all of those SARs from all that money, and now they're uncovering all these, those, what do they call them? Why am I so lost for words now?
But here's my question. My question that I always ask: what's going to happen?
Well, nothing legally, right? Nothing legally is going to happen. Because obviously they're all in on it, right? You're not going to charge your friends up there, right? Or the guy that pays your paycheck. You know what I mean? You're not going to charge them. So nothing legally is going to happen. And to be honest with you, politically, I don't think anything politically is going to happen. So you're right. Nothing's going to happen. I mean,
yes.
People aren't pissed off. People aren't, because you know what happens, right?
Storming the Capitol.
Yeah, you got the other side of this argument, the people supporting these corrupt people saying, oh, they're a bunch of liars. Oh, they're mad. Oh, they're this. Oh, that. Like, they're not even looking at the facts. It's just so sad, dude. I mean, but yet if somebody did that to them, it'd be all about the facts. Well, why don't you arrest them? Why don't you do that? Like, I'm just so sick of people like that. I'm just so tired of them. I don't even want to deal with those people anymore. I'm done with them. If you're going to come to me and complain about something that you're doing, but yet when the other person does it, it's bad, I don't even want to hear you anymore. Like, I'm a hypocrite in so many ways too. I mean, we're all human and fallible, right? So if I, make fun of somebody for eating unhealthy, and yet here I am on eating unhealthy, that's a me problem. You know what I mean? That's a me problem. I'm not ignorant. I'm not stupid. I could be an ass and say, oh, that guy shouldn't be eating so unhealthy. But that's a me problem. I'm recognizing that. You know what I mean? These people, they're clearly me problems. These people that just, my guy can do it, but your guy can't. Like that, that's a you problem, dude. You got a problem. So go get some help. If you can't have a standard and say that, whatever, we'll pick something, anything, like, censorship is wrong. You know what I mean? If you can't agree that that's wrong, but just only agree that, well, when it's misinformation, it's okay. There are nuances, I guess. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm talking in circles today. Am I? You say something, Nate, because I don't know.
Next headline.
All right. I don't know. All right. Congressman wants to cut lawmakers' pay in event of shutdown.
Okay, I'm fine with that. But they ain't going to vote for it. So what's going to happen? Again, nothing. They're going to shut down. They're all going to get paid because it's not their salary. It's part of the shutdown.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me of.
And you know what? Shutdown, it costs more to shut down the government than it does keep running, because after the shutdown, people that don't work, they all get their back pay.
Right.
They all get paid. They all get all the back pay.
Right.
So, and they don't work. So all it does is cost more money to do it. You don't prove nothing when you do a shutdown. You cost more money to do a shutdown. And that's how stupid the Congress is.
Well, they're stupid anyway. This reminds me of those chain letters that go out every year about how the military only makes this much money and Congress makes this. But it's so funny because if you really want to understand this, all you need to do is go to your local government, because the local government does this on a level that's so much closer and realistic, because like my government just did a evaluation and raised everybody's pay. And then I've got the people in the town council that, hey, let's give them an extra day off for 4th of July. Like, they're taking care of the employees. But then when they talk about stuff, it's like, oh, we got to help the people. Well, how is paying the government and giving them extra time off helping the people? It's not. It's helping the people that work for you. You know what I mean? It's not helping the people. They should be working more days so that the people have days off can come use the services. It's just crazy. It's like it's backwards. And their benefits, they get these superb benefits, and then they're talking about like it's just crazy stuff, dude. It's a club, man. That's it. It's just a club, man. If people were genuinely in it for other people, it would make amazing wonders. But yet we're not. We're all selfish, and we probably take care of our own family first. And
we have this little town down here. It must not be more than 2 miles long. The politics in that town right now are insane. It's all over down here. It's crazy. It's like your town's 2 miles long, and you guys can't get 4 people to run a town properly. I mean, it's not even. You may have a couple hundred full-time residents there, and you can't get that right. It's insane.
Right. That's like running your local bingo hall. You know what I mean? Like, come on. All you can do is call numbers, right?
Might as well hire every Chick-fil-A employee to come run towns. They do a lot better.
Right. Exactly. Well, good luck with the shutdown. I mean, it's all a joke anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to shut down this headline.
Former U.S. soldier, I don't even know his name, Bowe Bergdahl. Is that it? Desertion conviction overturned. You know this guy? You remember this story?
Yeah, that was years ago. Has he been in jail ever since?
Well, what I understood is that he was captured by them for like 4 years or something, 5 years, no?
Captured by the Taliban. Well, supposedly he left his post willingly.
Right, but then he got tortured or something, he said. He was, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If you leave willingly, that's... I don't know how you overturn that.
Well, I did see something that he talked about. He left because of leadership issues or something like that. I mean, what we call butthurt, right?
Well, you know what? And nothing happened to leadership, I'm sure, because it never does.
Well, you can accept the fact that it's a possibility because, I could actually tell you I lived through this in one of my deployments, that the leadership I worked for was sort of corrupt. And, it was, I didn't feel it. I told you, I trusted the people on the other end of the barrel more than the ones behind me. And I didn't like it. I mean, it actually did some damage to me psychologically after that deployment. But I found places and people to, hold on to that I knew were there. I wouldn't have, left unless I thought my life was in danger. And even then, I mean, there's got to be other places you can go within the government or the military before you go to the enemy.
Yeah,
that seems a little crazy to me.
But it's crazy that you have shitty leadership, and usually nothing happens to that leadership. It's always the soldier's fault.
Yeah, I told you. I've seen that so many times. It's just, well, but that once you get up to a higher level, you get different protections. You get different. This is my dog again. Gosh, it's got to show up, make a showing. You get different levels of protection. So, I don't know. Well, we can go to a different level on this one, like the ending. So hopefully next episode will be better. I don't know. I feel like I'm in space today. This episode is just a little woo. But anyways, it wasn't like there's anything exciting to talk about. But then again, the news is kind of slow. And we'll figure it out. But either way, maybe I need more coffee or something. Either way, thanks, Nate, for joining. Thank you all for tuning in. Johnny, Christine, good shout out again that we appreciate your comments. I wish we could interact a little bit more. But if not, you guys could talk amongst yourselves. And we'll get in there soon enough. But in the meantime, send all your money so we keep doing this for free. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.